YouTube anime lovers. One anime I do have to review in this new season is Bungou Stray Dogs. As you can see, it's based off a manga. Chapter one: All whole human men are tigers, and basically that gives you the description. Of episode one. In this episode one, we meet three people. Well, scratch that. Let me start off by what world we in. This is a mystery anime, and this is not a normal world. It's people who have super powers, I guess, and they help solve mysteries from the supernatural. The ADA, I believe they're called Armed Defense Agency. And starting off in this first episode, we meet three people. Our main character, Atsushi, Daze, that guy, that cool looking guy with the tan coat, and Kunakani, him, with the glasses. Obviously, he got the badass look, but in the beginning of this anime, our main character Atsushi, he's poor. He's just sitting on his ass. He's like, I haven't ate in so many days, like in several days, and he's like, I'm gonna die of starvation. That's not the way I want to die, basically. And he gets kicked out of an orphanage. That's what he says. And to myself, I was like, what do you have to do wrong? Like, you seriously have to do something wrong to get kicked out of an orphanage. An orphanage is somebody who takes in people who don't have nowhere else to go. So how can you get kicked out of an orphanage? It's just crazy. So you see this guy, like, he's sitting by a river. He sees this guy in the river, head up, head in the river, and it's like his legs was hanging out. I don't understand it. Don't ask me. I don't understand it. That's Dazi. We're just gonna say Dazi has a suicide problem. Hopefully, get more into it, but he has a suicide problem. So our main character saves him, and basically, Dazi is like, he's like, I didn't die. Basically, he woke up like, you saved me. I was trying to die, basically, and he's just like, what? But since you saved me, he's like, are you hungry? And then, he was gonna take him out to something to eat. Before, Atsushi can say anything, his stomach rumbled. It's all right. Food on my partner, obviously him. So they go to some place to eat, and Atsushi eat like 18 to 30 goddamn bowls of tea rice. It's weird. I don't understand it either, but it's weird. Tea rice, and obviously these two guys is working with the ADA. They tell Atsushi, and they say they're looking for a tiger. Hence the first chapter name. This tiger has been, has been dangerous, and people scared of him. It's a fucking tiger. Imagine if it's a tiger running around. And Atsushi gets nervous, and they're like, what do you know? You know something, obviously. And, he said, like, the tiger's been after me. He says, I get kicked out the orphanage because the tiger was around me. Was looking for him, obviously. Was, not looking for him, but was around the orphanage. And obviously they thought it was him they wanted, so they kicked him out. And I was like, okay, that explains that, which is pretty fucked up, because of all people that just chose him to kick out the orphanage and say, oh, the tiger obviously looking for him, get out. So it's like horrible. But he said that later on, when I got to this town, they said they spotted the tiger. So yeah, YouTube, obviously, he said he went to the town. They seen the tiger appear there, like 14 days ago, and that's the same time he was there. So now the 88 officers, I guess, detectives, is looking at each other. All right, well, we'll keep the search. Obviously, he's looking for you, so you want to be bait. Obviously, he's like, no, I do not want to be bait. He, Dad was like, please, you'll get paid this much amount of money. And he was like, it was a lot of money, and him having nothing. he was kind of like, okay, I'll do it. So, long story short, our main character Atsushi, he is the tiger. You know, he met Dazi in a warehouse, and he heard something. Oh, is that the tiger? Is that the tiger? He said, no, that's not the tiger. And obviously Dazi knew because he didn't tell his partner Kanikuni, I believe his name is Kunikana. He didn't tell him. He just like was along with Atsushi, and Atsushi obviously, I don't know, like when the moonlight hit him, he like turned into a tiger, and he tried to attack Dazi, and Dazi obviously have this power where he can revert them back to their own selves or negate their abilities some kind of way by touching them. So he basically touched Atsushi, and he kind of like went back to being his human form. And at that, he was, you know, he was like, "What's going on?" He woke up, and the whole team was there. It's like 7 of them, and they was asking themselves, "What should we do with them?" And then, that is like, "We'll make them one of us." So I guess this is Atsushi's blessing in disguise. It's kind of weird. He realized he's a tiger. He's got drafted by the ADA. Um, he was homeless. Now I guess he got something to do. So it's way out better more than worse. So with that said, my overall, my thoughts of this anime, first episode, first impressions, it's it it's all right. Obviously, I got to see a second episode to get a better impression on it. It really didn't have any action, which got me into it. The mystery wise, I was really like looking for a hard mystery to solve. It wasn't hard to see that Sushi was the tiger, so that was pretty obvious also. So it was all right. That's all my thoughts was about this anime. But tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Rate, subscribe. Tell me what you think of this. Is this one of your favorites of the 2016? It really isn't one of mine, but it's only the first episode, so it could jump to one of mine. But with that said, YouTube, peace out.